Morning peeps, if you're new here, my name's Paul Wright and I specialise in insect in flight macro photography. You can check out my work on Instagram, Threads, Twitter and Flickr at Wilder Action, or alternatively Threads and Instagram at Birds and Bees. Today I'm going to run through all the lenses that I've found useful in the field. It can be helpful to you, especially if you only use one lens or sometimes occasionally use two for shooting larger insects in flight. I'm going to start with the longest lens or the longest focal length, and we're going to get shorter as we go on. The advantages of longer lenses are not getting too close to your subject, not disturbing the subject, not blocking your light with your own shadow. Focusing is actually easier. Aperture is not an issue at this length, but the disadvantages are weight, size, details and maneuverability. Here we have a Sigma 150 to 600 on a D500, making a focal length of 900 millimeters. Here we have a Sony RX10 Mark IV showing 220 millimeters. Actually, it's 600 millimeters focal length. This is a Sigma 500 millimeter f4 DG OS HSM on a Canon R5. This is the 100 to 500 millimeter RF on a Canon R5, which a lot of you guys might own. This is a Canon 400 millimeter f2.8 Mark III on a Nikon Z9 with Fringer adapter. This is a Canon EF 100 to 400 millimeter Mark II plus teleconverter on a Canon R5. This is a very old Canon EF 35 to 350 millimeter on a Canon R5. This is an old Sigma lens, the 120 to 300 millimeter f2.8 on a Canon R5. This is the legendary Magic Drain Pipe 80 to 200 millimeter f2.8 on the Canon R5. This is the EF mount Sigma 180 millimeter f2.8 on a Nikon Z9 with Fringer. This is the EF 180mm f3.5L macro USM on Canon R5. This is the Sigma 150mm non-stabilized on the Canon R5. This is the Nikon ZMC 105mm f2.8 VRS on a Z9. This is the Canon EF 100mm f2.8L macro IS USM on a Canon EOS 80D. This is a Nikon 55mm on a Nikon D500, giving a focal length of 82.5 millimeters. The advantages of the true macro lenses are one-to-one magnification, high quality detailed images, closer to the action to really see what's going on. Disadvantages are blocking your own light, extreme closeness to the subject, you can get stung. Depth of field, you can have wafer thin focus on your subject, resulting in many out of focus shots. At this point, focusing becomes extremely difficult. Any lens aberrations or faults you have show up extremely easily. I hope this guide has helped you to understand what lenses you can use. You can use many types of lenses. If you feel like you're too far away, you can put macro rings on your lenses. There's other things you can do to reduce the minimum focus distance, which is king in macro photography. The best advice I can give with any lens whatsoever, is to get out there and practice with that lens. Don't be thinking, I'm not getting anything, I'm gonna give up. You've gotta persist, you've gotta keep trying. It's the only way you're gonna improve. Thanks for watching and keep on clicking.